Okay, let's move on towards first half of game 2. We're going to be able to see Xiao Cheng coming out as Gamekeeper with Tourney Hunter Tension alongside with Blink. Survivor Boys, we're going to have Windows Speed Boost, Flywheel, Titan, and of course Windows Speed Boost again on Psychologist, Prospector, Mercenary, and the Acrobat. Okay, let's see here, Xiao Cheng. Gamekeeper here with COA skin. Let's see who's first chase. First chase is the Psycho. Psycho first chase isn't bad, especially when you can lock this full area out. And with that in mind right here, I guess it's going to be double trap placement. But Psycho rush towards the backside of the area, so now at least we know where Psychologist is. Psycho currently well, rotating away, going straight towards Big Bo here. Not doing a really good job at rotating, but from my point of view with the survivors here as well, we're going to be able to get the pull in, and with that pulling on mind, it seems like for Psychologist here, she's going to be able to dodge the first hook. No, she won't be able to dodge first hook. A little bit unfortunate here, but we didn't get a hit. Oh, okay, that's a bit weird. But should be able to follow pretty fast here. 45 seconds in towards the game. Pretty typical for a Psychologist main to get a first hit in 45 seconds. But she still can tank 2 more hits. So even with Blink being ready here, it's not that much of an issue. Not that much of an issue here for the Psycho at the end of the day. But we are still trying to play as much mind games here as possible. Trying to rush in behind the pallet. We get the Blink open. But with the Blink open here on mind, I guess we could follow it with a hook really fast if we really want to. That's going to be the vault over, and that's going to be the immediate pullback, and we're going to be able to get that down. Okay, it's 80 seconds in towards the game. Quite a normal, typical down. Cypher Machines, it's a little bit slower than usual because we were rotating early game, but Psycho did buy quite a bit of time when it comes to hiding as well, so around 2.5 Cypher Machines down here. Mercenary wanted order YUI. A little bit unfortunate wanted orders on Mercy side though, because if it wasn't, that Mercy can definitely sneak in here, but it seems like Mercy might get prevented. He actually might get stuff rescued, if I'm being fully honest with you. We're looking. That's a very nice hook, but for Xiao Cheng, it seems I wouldn't be able to get a first hit in instead. I probably would have waited. For my next hook to be ready for a double down situation, but I guess in that scenario, maybe Mercy could have elbow padded immediately, and it would have been not being a good idea. But okay, that's going to be another normal hit. 3 Cypher Machines currently being done. With 3 Cypher Machines being done right now, Prospector nearby to harass, but Prospector, there's not much for Prospector to harass, I won't lie about that, but we'll just have to see here. A lot of slow debuffs. That's going to be a 60% slow debuff right here. Ooh, we got the miss though, which is not bad news, but Prospector's going to cancel. Yeah, he's gonna cancel attack animation there, so that's another issue. We did buy a little bit more time. Prospector is still nearby as well to harass. There's the magnet on towards the... Okay, that's that. That's the second time we've seen a magnet fail, so that's a little bit annoying. And of course, on that side, nope, it's gonna be Prospector going down here, but Psycho trying to dodge. Psycho's not gonna have an easy time trying to dodge any of these. No pallet stun down just yet. Okay, I see. Yeah, the Cypher isn't enough. The only one that can come into rescue now is Acrobat. But even with Acrobat here on mind, the double down situation is going to hurt. Oh, wait, no, it was an after half rescue. It was an after half rescue. Was it not before half? Huh? That was an after half? Okay. We forced an after half rescue. Fair enough, Chelsea. Sorry, I was wrong. I wouldn't have waited there. You were right, I was wrong. Knowing where Mercy is right now, we're going to look for Mercenary. Yeah, Mercy is in a really bad situation. Really tough situation on that side out there as well. But with this in mind, that's going to be a miss hook. But miss hooks are okay. It's not the worst, but it's also not the best. YUI, that's going to be an elbow pad up above the way. But even with the elbow pad out here, we need to be aiming for more. We really need to be aiming for more right here. That's going to be a second elbow pad. Elbow pad, no elbow pad remaining. We're deciding not to blink here because there's only 50% Cypher Machine remaining. But I mean, they're not rescuing Prospector, so we're probably saving for, we're 100% saving for teleport. We're looking for the teleportation back. Okay, very nice teleport back. That's the rescue. They're both on towards the back side of that area right there, and we know where Acrobat. We could probably just hit Acrobat and get the chip damage done. We can change targets here if we really want to. Realistically speaking, we can change targets if we really want to. We see where Prospector is. We got a slow debuff on Prospector. You can hold Acrobat here and play around. Okay, no flywheel. And you could just say, you could change targets for Acrobat if you really want to. Has the trap there been destroyed is another good question from my point of view. The trap has not been destroyed, but it will be destroyed by the flywheel. And it seems like from the survivor's point of view, they're currently opening a new Cypher Machine, which is good. But Mercy. Oh, Mercy, very nicely done. But Mercenary is a slug potential down right now. So with Acrobat's location being revealed, 32% Cypher Machine there being decoded, Shelton needs to get more traps placed down. He either needs to break the pallet or place more traps down. Those are his only two options right now, so that's going to be a trap being placed down right there. We want to catch up to look for the Prospector here as soon as we can, but even with that on mind, that's going to be a hook. Okay, we caught up quite a little bit faster. That's going to be the stun, but it's an 8-second recast time, so there's that too. We got a hook back, and that's going to be attack animation cancelled if... oh well, it's fine. Okay, it's currently a double down situation with Mercenary, who's currently being able to be slugged. We do have teleport as well. We do have Acrobat, currently one chip, one hit down, and they did manage to pop the Cypher Machine. Okay, all rushing straight towards the X gate right there. Mercenary, no elbow pad remaining. Acrobat basically can't open the X gate right here, because he needs to, he needs to go back to Big Bull. He does need to go back to Big Bull here, and with us being backing Big Bull, it really is just a matter of time before something bad happens. We're going to be able to get the hook over there immediately, and Acrobat, very nice dodge with a fireball, but that's a slow vault over, and you don't have no speed boost. So this is really bad. Okay, we got to hit over the pallet, GG's. Okay, that is really, 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 really bad now. We're going to be able to get the teleport, and teleport to the wrong gate. Okay, I guess, that's fine. That's fine. At least for Shelton now, he knows that Mercenary is not currently at this gate. We're going to go back to share the Acrobat here. And I mean, 3-man elimination is good enough. It's quite hard to get 3-man elimination, game 2 and game 3. It's quite hard to get 3-man elimination anyways with current day survivors. So, you know what? This is good enough. This is really, 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 really good now. But of course, let's congratulate 3-man elimination for MRC survivors, moving on straight towards the second half. Okay, let's move on straight towards the second half. We're going to be able to see a Joker coming out against a Novelist. This is going to hurt quite a bit, but it's going to be Xian with instant attention here, Blink for Joker. And it's going to be Prospector, Patient, Novelist, and of course the Mercenary with one tight turner, double window speed boost, and of course a flywheel. Well, okay, let's move on towards the game now, shall we? It's going to be a really tough matchup here for Smiley Face. We do see Xiao Mercenary nearby. Chasing after Mercenary might be your better choice. But there is quite a bit of a long pallet there to play around Qian. We're going to be able to pick up rocket parts here, but even with the rocket parts on mine, there comes the Mercenary dropping down the pallet. But this is a relatively long pallet at the end of the day, so there's not much you can do about it. We're going to be able to get that vault over there as well, but yeah, well, I mean, we used the elbow pad, fair enough, but even with the elbow pad on mind, like, there's just too much long pallets here to play around. I mean, maybe this pallet there's a chance, but it's gonna be followed up by a pallet stun here immediately as well. So, we're gonna be able to get our next rocket dash ready. You see, as long as Mercenary rush towards double pallet one window, that's all what he needs here, and he knows that himself. So with this in mind, Joker can't really pull the rocket dashes. He cannot pull the rocket dashes here. These are way too long windows on pallets to be played around. We do see where Professor is. Professor, no flywheel. That's going to be a normal hit. We do have Blink. We're not breaking the pallet, which is a little bit more confusing to me. We probably picked up the rocket part down. I wasn't focusing, but even with that in mind, right, that pallet has to be broken. No matter what happens, that pallet really has to be broken right now. I'm going to go back, see where Sheldy is, but we could blink in and use the rocket, but that wasn't a limited rocket you applied on yourself, so it's kind of a bit of a waste. I won't lie, that is kind of a bit of a waste right now, but it's currently 2.5 Cypher Machine done. Overall, it seems like it's really good for Chien, especially with the fact that we have Wanted Order on Mercenary here now too, which is honestly speaking really good. But who do we have coming in? We have Novelist coming in with a rescue. Novelist flywheel, Novelist mini storybook. Novelist has way too much to use on his hands right now. Novelist really has a lot to use on his hands right now, so there's not much to worry for Novelist. From a survivor's point of view, you could sell here. From the survivor's point of view, you really could sell here, especially with the fact that Mercy's currently at half health as well. Probably selling would have been one of the genuine better ideas and things in mind. Because as long as you get a tight, that's all what you need to perform. And mission went up to 32.5%. Okay, from AI Sensei. Okay. I wouldn't say it's a 4-man elimination game. Unless you can find Mercy immediately. Unless you can find Mercenary immediately, then it's considered a 4-man elimination game. But even with that in mind, Chien doesn't have enough items for himself to self-sustain for a long time. He basically doesn't have any items to self-sustain, so he needs to go out to look for rocket dashes. Can't look for the one that's basically just nearby crouching, because that's a waste of time. And we knew where Mercenary is, so it's probably better to go out to look for Mercenary here as well. We need rocket dashes. We need unlimited rocket dashes. Really do need unlimited rocket dashes right now. We're still going around, but even with Smiley Face going around here, you're not picking up rocket dashes. That's problem number 1. You have no unlimited rockets right after this. That's problem number 2. You don't see anyone upstairs. You need to go. You need to go to the beach. You actually do need to go to the beach to get some items, because you don't have any items right now. While you're scanning around for survivors, you should go look for items. Because now for Smiley Face, you need to play the item consumption game. You need to play the slug game. You need to play a really long game to get that 3-man 4-man elimination. But you don't have items to do that. You need items to do that first before anything else. You need to make sure you're full before you exercise. And for Joker here, he's no rocket dashes remaining. He needs to go to Shack. He needs to go to beach. He needs to collect those rocket parts as soon as possible. But we do have Mercenary here. Mercenary back at full health, so he's not afraid. Mercenary honestly isn't afraid of much here. We did manage to pick up some rocket pots here, thankfully. So we have 2 rocket dashes now. Should be able to self-sustain for a little while, but not for long. Yeah, it's quite of an issue. It's quite of an issue, isn't it? That's going to be the first hit. Very nicely done. And we're going to be going back upstairs here. Mercenary double elbow pad still left on his hands. But even with double elbow pads here as well, yeah, you don't have much. You really don't have much. I wish you did have quite a bit more, but you don't really have that much. There's Patient. There's Patient going out. Patient, Patient wouldn't be able to contain against with among that pallet for that long because of the max presence here for Joker. But even with this on mind, you have a Novelist at full health, and then you have a Mercenary currently decoding a completely new Cypher Machine. So from the survivor's point of view, they're not missing much. They're actually not afraid of you. They're honest speed of God not afraid of you. Mercenary opening new Cypher. No, Mercy is opening new Cypher Machine, yeah. And it seems like Novelist is going towards a 62% Cypher Machine too. So I would say there's not that much of a huge chance for Novelist to mess up anything here, because Novelist has a storybook to cancel. Novelist has a flywheel to cancel. Novelist has too many items to cancel rocket stashes here. So yosh. Okay, we got the TP back. That's the exchange back here. Mercenary's opening the Cypher Machine because we haven't chaired the Patient just yet. Playing a really long game here. So Chien did a really good choice. Really good choice right now. We're trying to play mind games, trying to play mind games. Okay. Let's see here. Still looking. You should be able to go here. Oh, that's a changeover once again. Ah, he has storybooks already. Really? That's a bit faster than I thought it would be. That's honestly a little bit faster than I thought it would be. But with that on mind, Nanako. Flywheel, very beautiful flywheel. We're still looking. That's running a 70% regen on storybook. 80, 90, he has storybook. He has storybook. This guy. Aye, that's gonna be potted down once again. 60, 70, 80% cipher machine decoding progress, and you cannot stop survivors here anymore. You don't have unlimited rockets remaining. You cannot stop survivors here anymore. That's a very nice turn, but you can't stop survivors. You really can't stop survivors right now. Mercenary double elbow pad tie turner here. Novelist should be able to get a third storybook soon. He does only have 25% right now out of 100, but it's not that hard for Novelist to get those storybooks, especially in long palette area. Well, multiple palette areas like these. So wouldn't be in doubt. I really wouldn't be in doubt. Okay, let's see here. Mercenary elbow pads. A mercenary will get a normal hit. Elbow pad in? Yeah, elbow pad in is the safest option. Honest be to God, it's the safest option. Gonna get the hit on towards Novelist, and the Cypher Machine's gonna pop. Okay. Did get a Cypher Machine pop. Novelist needs to go away as far as possible. And, for Nanako right here, it's a matter of time. We just have to see who gets the exit gate open first. It's going to be a blink down. Meanwhile, Xiao is nearby with an elbow pad. Okay, this can still become a 3-man elimination. We're cheering first. That's fine. That's fine. We need to see if we can find Mercy here now. We do see Mercenary, but we need to be able to go out and find him. That's another issue. There's Dungeon nearby as well. Patient is going to come out. I want you to come in for a rescue too. The worst thing that can happen here is a 4-man elimination. But even if it's a 1-man escape, it's still overall okay. It is honestly still overall okay. Mercy at 2-story. Patient coming in to give Tinnitus. No, that's Mercenary giving Tinnitus, Lomo. Seems like she is gonna full chase after the Mercenary now. Patient should be able to hook in for the rescue. Yeah, Patient's gonna be able to hook in for the rescue here just on time as well. Ah, that's despair on Patient's side. No, that's despair on Joker's side right now. We got the Mercenary down, but both other 2 survivors are currently rushing towards the exit gate, and there's no unlimited rockets remaining. So let's congratulate a tie here from MRC survivor side, and MRC will move on towards the next stage. I don't think DOU is going to go on towards revival rounds. Let's move on towards the next matchup then, shall we?